Well, hey y'all. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're just going to share a little bit about what Plexus has to offer, but we're really going to kind of touch on this viral purple drink GLP-1 combo that literally like broke the internet. We sold out in like just a few days, completely sold out. They had to restock. We sold out of that. They had to restock again. And I mean, it's so crazy. The stuff's flying off the shelves, but it's because people are having results. And so we just wanted to hop on and share a little bit about this and see if it's something, that resonates with you and can help you meet some of the needs that you have in your life. So I have my good friend Shelby here with me, and I asked her to share a little bit about her testimony with Plexus, because what's cool is we all have a different story, and it's amazing how much healing your gut can do for your overall health. So I asked her to share just briefly with us, and so y'all buckle up because she's got a great story.
Okay, that was sweet. Thanks. Hey y'all. So I started Plexus the first time about 7 years ago. And I was in college. One of my friends had reached out to me about what she was doing, and I ended up ordering my products. They sat in my cabinet. I did not take them very consistently. If I thought about it, I took them. But most of the time, it was kind of out of sight, out of mind. So, anyways, fast forward. Now I just actually renewed my 4 year membership. So, 4 years ago, I restarted and I told myself if I'm going to do this, like, I'm going to be consistent because if not, like, I know it's not going to work because I've already proven that to myself. So, anyways, I had just gotten married and I was looking for something to help because I was getting off of birth control and my body was kind of in the state of like not really knowing what was going on. So, anyways, I was having horrible mood swings. I was literally sitting at my desk at work, falling asleep, and I came home every evening. All I wanted to do was go straight to the couch. I didn't feel like cooking dinner for my husband, and I was just absolutely exhausted. And so, anyways, I started Plexus and I noticed very quickly that I was not coming home and going straight to the couch. And for me, that was like a really big win because that was really hard on our marriage. And also, like, I was miserable. And so, that was probably my first thing that I noticed. Then slowly I started noticing, like, okay, I'm not as bloated. Like, my jeans don't feel tight after I eat. They're still comfortable. And then something that a coworker of mine noticed was I was more patient at work and my mood swings were not as bad. And so that was probably like the biggest win, I guess I would say, just because I feel like when other people notice something that's changed, it's like, okay, this is like other people see it. So it's not just me. Anyways, so that was really big for me. And yeah, I started sharing after I was not going home and going straight to the couch because I was very passionate that this is something that can help so many other people. And I know I'm not the only one who goes home absolutely exhausted. So those are probably my three biggest wins with Plexus. And yeah, everything else has just been kind of the icing on top. So if y'all have any questions, I'm seriously an open book. So feel free to ask or ask Amy or whoever invited you and we can chat. So
Yeah, I love that, man. It's energy is one of the first things that I noticed too. And I would love to say that I was actively looking for something, but I honestly didn't think that I needed anything. And my husband was the one that came across these products, and he came home talking about it. And I literally rolled my eyes and was like, it's just another weird health gimmick. It's a scam. We don't need it. We're not unhealthy. We're not on a bunch of meds. Like in my mind, that was the story. I was telling myself, and I was like, plus it's probably expensive. And he kind of kept coming back, and I was finally like, fine, I'll be supportive. I'll do it with you. And I was a complete pain in the butt about it for a few days. And we started, and I started noticing that I was actually starting to feel better. And I told my husband, I was like, okay, maybe I was not feeling as good as I thought I was. But what I realized is like the bloating and the no energy and the bad sleep and just like joint aches and um having like foggy brain and like Shelby, I would get to 11 o'clock in the day and feel like a zombie and start trying to plan like 10 minutes in my day that I could just get a nap. And I thought it was just because I was over 40. So, within a couple of weeks, I started noticing some really big changes in how I was feeling and decided to quit being a pain in the butt about it and just roll with it. And I'm so glad that I did because 3 years in, we've seen even bigger wins. Like my husband's blood pressure is down. He's never been diagnosed with high blood pressure, but it's always been like borderline high. And for the last 2 years, for the first time in his life, he has had perfect blood pressure. And every time we go to the doctor and he gets it checked, it's perfect. And that's a huge win for us. Not to mention the fact that just we have energy at the end of the day, and we have a construction company, so we work hard. And having that extra energy to finish our day feels really, really good. We also started this GLP-1 combo uh, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and I have noticed that my stomach is flatter. I'm losing some inches. My weight hasn't shifted yet, but I'm also doing some weight training, and so I know there's like a shift there that happens later. And so I'm being patient with that, but I can tell a huge difference in how I'm sleeping also. So we will dive right into this. I'm going to share my screen with you because I have a few things that I want to go over with you so you can see it. Okay, can everybody see that? Yes. Okay, cool. Yay. Okay. All right, so welcome to our event. As you can tell, we are a pretty fun crowd. So what exactly is Plexus? Well, Plexus has been around for like 18 years, y'all. So we are considered the OG gut health company. We're kind of the ones that started talking about it first. Now everybody's talking about gut health. But Plexus actually is in a lot of spaces: gut health, weight loss, general nutrition, skin health. We even have stuff for kids. And if you ever want to hear an amazing testimony for kids, my friend Justine, who's on this call, also has an incredible testimony about her daughter's eczema, psoriasis, eczema, being transformed with Plexus. It's incredible. Ask her for pictures because it blows my mind. And so we're kind of we're in a lot of spaces, but a lot of it is because it boils down to gut health. So Plexus is referred to as the health and happiness company. We also began as a breast health company, which is really cool to me because we started in a space for women's wellness. And then our pink drink that came out was actually something designed to help diabetics. And just over the years, with more research and our company has developed products that are for everyone. We are based out of Scottsdale. We're a debt-free company, which is huge. We're privately owned. And what those things mean is that there's not somebody behind the scenes like pulling strings telling us what we can and can't do, who we can and can't market to. It really gives our company a lot of freedom, and also the freedom to be really generous. As you can see, we're a very philanthropic company. These numbers from the 2022 report are not even accurate anymore. I think last year we donated over 50 million meals to Nourish One. And this company is always doing something to give back. Plus, they are really generous with us as brand ambassadors and with all of our customers as well. So we have an A plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, and just we've won all kinds of awards that aren't even noted here. And the company just doesn't brag about because they're just humble people. And I love that. Okay, so let's chat about gut health just a second, because gut health really is the foundation of a lot of our systems. You've probably heard of the gut-brain axis, how, your gut and your brain talk, and it just kind of it affects and touches a lot of systems in our body. But you may have noticed that you have bloating or gas after meals, either constipation or diarrhea. Constipation was a huge one for me. I actually used to joke that my body was so efficient, I only had to go like once a week. Y'all, how retarded is that? Really? Like, that's just ridiculous. Um, but I thought it was my normal, but that's not normal. That's not how God created our body to work. Um, you may be having sugar cravings or always thinking about food. That was me. Brain fog, trouble focusing, low energy, or you're just always tired. Skin breakouts. I had horrible skin before I got my gut healthy. You're cold a lot. Sorry, you get colds a lot, or maybe even allergies. My seasonal allergies cleared up a lot with Plexus. Maybe you're having a hard time losing weight, or like Shelby, you experience major mood swings, anxiety, or just kind of feeling down in the dumps. These things are not normal, even though you may hear people say that it's normal. So, Plexus created a gut health system to kind of tackle these things and help heal your gut system. We are known for this gut health system and specifically our pink drink. But this system is a weed, seed, and feed system. So what that does is our BioCleanse supplement is a magnesium supplement that comes in and it's kind of like scrubbing bubbles. It goes in and cleans out all the bad bacteria, and begins the detox process in your body. And then the ProBio 5 comes in and it replenishes your gut with the good bacteria and also kills Candida yeast. That is a huge one because not all probiotics will kill Candida yeast. And I didn't know this until I started learning more about gut health, but Candida yeast is in your body for a reason. God put it there to help your body decompose when you die. So what that means is when you have an overgrowth of Candida yeast, you're going to experience some pretty terrible things, uh, like the symptoms we just discussed. And I don't know about you, but I don't need to be decomposing prematurely. So having a probiotic that will kill the Candida yeast is so good for your body. And then our pink drink comes in and it kind of fertilizes all those good bacterias and helps balance blood sugar. And that blood sugar balance is really, that was something that I didn't realize that I needed. I battled low blood sugar, but again, I just kind of thought it was normal for me. And I don't have that trouble anymore now that I drink our pink drink, and am able to control my blood sugar and keep it more stable. Okay, so what we're here to talk about specifically is GLP-1. So you hear this all the time. It's like this buzzword now. So what exactly is GLP-1? It is glucagon-like peptide 1. That's literally what it's called. And believe it or not, this is a hormone that your body naturally produces in your gut. So a lot of people think, oh, GLP-1 is just a shot. No. There are GLP-1 shots, but that is actually an artificial GLP-1 imitation that they're injecting into your body that then causes your body to respond, and it tells your pancreas to quit producing insulin. And so it also creates this whole host of other bad side effects because your body's like, oh, whoa, I don't have to work anymore because this is here. What it is designed to help control your appetite, your blood sugar, and help you feel full. So it's a hormone that's released when you're eating and your body goes, "Oh, I'm starting to feel full." It's to trigger that mental process of I can stop eating now. When your GLP-1 signals are strong, you feel satisfied sooner. But it's suddenly popular because people are talking about it for weight loss. Um, but you but you actually produce it on your own. So, How can Plexus help with this? What I love is that Plexus didn't come in with something artificial and just throw it on the market and go, hey, we have something like a shot, but it's not a shot. What it does is this combination of three specific products actually work together to stimulate your body's own natural GLP-1 production. So then your body's naturally suppressing appetite, signaling your brain that you're full, and it helps quiet that food noise. So then your body is actually still kicking into gear and naturally producing the things it's supposed to produce instead of recognizing something artificial and going, oh, I don't have to work anymore. In my book, I'm no doctor, but in my book, if your body's going, oh, I don't have to work anymore, you run the risk of shutting some natural systems down. And I don't know about you, but I don't want my pancreas to quit working. Um, the other thing that this does is, like we talked about with our Slim, it creates a great blood sugar balance. We have ingredients like chromium, cinnamon bark, and mulberry leaf that help keep your blood sugar stable, which helps control your appetite. Um, for me, when my blood sugar gets low, I feel like if I don't eat something immediately, I'm going to die. It's like this ravenous, I will eat my arm off if I have to thought process. And then there's like no control. I'll go and overeat. And then I notice that my energy levels tank. So when your blood sugar is balanced, your body can naturally process your sugars better and keep your blood sugar more stable. It also utilizes gut microbiome health to help you feel full longer. The prebiotic fiber that's in our pink drink breaks down a little slower and it helps you feel full while also promoting the growth of the natural, healthy bacteria that you need. So when your gut's healthy, your weight, your blood sugar, and your hormones are going to be more easily regulated. And so those three together are going to influence your hunger, your energy, your cravings, and your metabolism. So that's how it works. Okay, so here's the actual system that people are seeing so much success with. It's three products. Balance, which is a supplement you take two a day. It supports healthy blood sugar and also helps reduce carb and sugar absorption. That is huge because it's making it where your body isn't taking carbs and instantly converting them into sugar in your system. It kind of helps reduce that absorption and let your body pass that sugar instead of hold on to it. Restore is amazing. It is actually a liver detox that will also detox heavy metals. And it also promotes cellular repair and antioxidant support. It has ingredients like berberine in it, which will help you sleep better and also help you feel full longer. And then our wonderful Slim Hunger Control, it helps reduce hunger cravings and it also supports metabolic balance, blood sugar, and then also the healthy gut flora. So super cool system. The way it's taken is Restore and the Hunger Control are mixed together in a drink and you take it mid-morning, drink it mid-morning with your two balance. So it's a super simple system and personally, a lot less painful than a shot. All right, so we have two combo options with this GLP-1 system. We have Slim and Trim, which is just those three, or we have the Gut Health and Trim, which is those three, plus our Superpower Probiotic and the BioCleanse that we discussed earlier, the magnesium supplement, and then the probiotic that kills Candida yeast. In my opinion, the Gut Health and Trim is the way to go because it's going to support our more whole body experience versus just the Slim and Trim. But they both have great results. Okay, so these are some of my friends that have had some amazing results. My friend Emily here in the purple, she's a mama and used to be a nurse. And in 3 days, she was down 3 pounds. And then my friend Mariah here was down 5 pounds in 3 days. And then my other friend here lost 9 pounds in 3 weeks. And that's pretty amazing because what she's also noticing is her energy is up, her clothes are loose, and she's not thinking about food all the dang time. But then you can see we have a whole host of other results here. And if you want more testimonies, let us know, and we are happy to get you some more because people all over the world are seeing changes. Okay, here's a few other things that Plexus has to offer. These are just a few of my favorites that I wanted to throw in there. Vital Biome is another probiotic that we have. It's actually those bacteria that are in it are called psychobiotics because they specifically target your mood and kind of how you process stress and anxiety. And I really love this one. I thought I was somebody who handled stress really, really well. And then I took Vital Biome just to test it out to say that I had. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think I must not deal with stress as good as I thought because I noticed that I just felt really calm. I didn't get that nervous feeling like I realized that I had a lot. And my brain wasn't running all night long like it did in the past. X Factor Plus is an amazing multivitamin, the only multivitamin I've ever been able to take that didn't make me sick at my stomach or make my stomach hurt. So I really like this one. It's fully methylated, so people who have the MTHFR gene and can't process vitamins, this one's methylated, so those people can also take this, and their body will be able to absorb the nutrients that are in it. And then Active is another one of my favorites. It is an all natural, clean energy drink. It's the only one I've ever had that I don't crash from, I don't get the jitters from. And it's just like it makes my brain feel completely alive and awake, and I'm still able to sleep at night. So, definitely something to look into. Okay, I touched a little bit on skin health. Um, this is something that I was kind of like, oh, we do gut health, not skin health. Like, I don't know why are we talking about skin? Yeah, I started on the skin health regimen back in June, and in 10 days, my skin looked completely different. It has really changed a lot. And these people, you can kind of see their results. But just crazy, crazy testimonies from this one also. And when you do this in conjunction with a good gut health regimen, you're going to see amazing results. I can testify to that. Okay, and then Reset is another product that people absolutely love. It's a 3-day nutritionally supported fast. A lot of people like this because it can help jumpstart weight loss, but it's actually a metabolic reset. So, what it does is it kind of hits that restart button on your metabolism, but it does it by detoxing your system and getting kind of the bad junk out, and it sends you into ketosis so you burn fat really quickly instead of like breaking down muscle or you're actually burning fat. So it's a great this I actually started with the reset. I did the 3-day reset and then started on my gut health system, and this reset really, I think, is what the reason that I got results as quickly as I did. And after the 3 days, I felt incredible. So it's really good. Definitely something to ask about. Here are some reset results. These are results that people have had in just 3 days. Just you can just see like the difference in the bloating and the inflammation in people's body. It's really insane. Okay, there are some perks with Plexus. When you become a VIP member, you get 25% off of the retail price. So you get a wholesale discount, free water bottle, a welcome pack. You get one-on-one support, and then you also get a credit loyalty. We have a credit loyalty program, and they've just recently revamped it. So people who are brand new are getting to try some free products for the first couple of months. And then we're also earning product credits. And you also get a referral link. So if you have a friend that uses your referral link, you can either get cash through the company or you can get product credit. Plus, we have a really cool community of amazing men and women who love Jesus. They work hard, and I've never been part of a community that was this supportive and loving. And that's a big deal to me because they really are who they say they are. And That goes a long way with me. Okay, so a little bit about what's possible if you're interested in earning. I was a huge no again to sharing and earning because I thought it was scammy, spammy, and I was never going to do that. And God laughed. And in 4 months, about 4 months after we started on our products, both of our girls had to have some really major surgeries, and we were over $20,000 in medical bills. And people were asking me, like, why do you look so good? Are you losing weight? And so I thought, well, if I'm going to tell people about it, I might as well get paid. And after being a little bit of a chicken for a couple of weeks, I finally just ripped the band-aid off and did it and started talking to people and made $900 in about 10 days. So I was like, okay, maybe there is something to this. And I just kind of haven't looked back. And it's been over 3 years now. And I've earned a lot of free trips. My team is a Ruby team. And so that puts us right about here, about halfway up the pay scale. So we definitely have room for growth. But it's been a huge blessing to my family. This month, we have some really cool incentives. If you help three friends, you get $300 plus a Life Pro mini waiver. I think it's one of those little vibration plates for, I'm not really sure, lymphatic drainage, I think. You can also earn an Aura ring. And so there's lots of fun incentives all the time and always something fun to work for. But beyond that, what I love about it is the opportunity to change people's lives and help people feel better and reach their goals. So that's just a little bit about us. And I am just so grateful that you guys chose to spend your evening with us. And just whatever questions that you have, reach out to the person who sent this to you or who invited you to this, and we will help you get all the answers that you need. And if there wasn't something on here specifically that spoke to your needs, ask because y'all, we have helped people with migraines and Hashimoto's and just hormone imbalance and PCOS and just crazy amazing things that God has healed people through these amazing products. So anyway, we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you again for joining us, and we'll talk soon.